Good morning, everybody. Happy Easter weekend for my fellow Catholics and Christians who celebrate. I really hope you get a time to spend reflecting, looking at how important this weekend is to us. And for those of you who aren't in Catholicism, Christianity, this is one of the most important weekends of our religion, of the faith entirely. Realistically, this faith wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Easter. So it's a solid time of reverence and reflection for our community. And for that, I say Happy Easter. For those of you who don't participate in Catholicism or religion or whatever, I hope you have a wonderful long weekend. I hope you get an opportunity to spend time with your family. It looks like it's going to be a nice weekend. I was out this morning, sun's out, things seem to be melting. Hopefully you can get out, take in some of the amazing things that Red Deer has to offer to enjoy a long weekend. Now, that being said, I want to also thank the folks that don't get a chance to take the time off. The people who are keeping the lights on, the people who are emergency services protecting us, people working in the energy industry, bringing up the oil, running the power plants. Thank you very much. I know that sometimes long weekends are hard and you feel isolated. There are a lot of people who do appreciate you and think about your contribution. So thanks very much. And speaking of those who emergency services protect us on the weekends and at nights, we have had a really strong outpouring of support for our current emergency services to stay integrated. A little bit of background for those of you who haven't seen it. The province came down with letters. Basically, I won't go into too much detail. It basically states that here's the amount we're going to pay for ambulatory care. It doesn't match up with the level of care that an integrated service provides. Now we've got a gap between what they're willing to pay and what we provide. That being said, it was tied to a certain date. The date was extended, so we've got an opportunity to discuss this with the provincial counterparts. Right now, I'm strongly encouraging everybody to send in the emails and the messages of support, particularly with stories, with real world examples of how the integrated service helped. Oftentimes, when a bureaucrat is sitting in an office and they just get told, here's your budget, they get the blinders on and they get stuck in the numbers and they forget about the people on the other end of the numbers. It's not intentional. Nobody runs around saying, I'm going to cut this at the expense of somebody's safety, somebody's happiness, somebody's life. It happens this way. This is where we always have to remember, on the other side of what we think of as a bad decision, there's still a person. Right now, we're amassing all the letters, we're putting things together, and we are working to go talk to our provincial counterparts to make sure that services are understood and shown to be so effective. One of the things that personally I know is, as my mother, my aunts, other family members start to get to that age where care is more necessary and timing is more urgent, and the level of care in that timing is life-saving. I've been called to the hospital a number of times for family members. The professionals, the frontline professionals that we have in Red Deer have always done such a great job. They're comforting to the people that are needing them. They're there, they're supportive, plus world-class care. You can't put a price tag on some of that, and that's where we're trying to go. I can't speak for the rest of council. I know a lot of us support it. A lot of us want this to continue because it is so important. And, again, you can't put a price tag on the level of care until it's gone. And then you realize, oh, care dropped, results dropped, and people are endangered. I don't really have much else to say on that, except that yes, we're going to keep working at it. And yes, please keep your ideas, your thoughts. Some people have put in some very, very well articulated support discussions. I love it. Thank you very much. And those are the things we need to make sure that we're armed when we go and have our conversations. And it's not a function of somebody trying to do something bad. It's a function of somebody gets caught up in the numbers, they get the blinders on, and this is where it goes. We can hopefully reverse this, find a middle ground, however it works. We have a lot of people on this and a lot of really talented people who are passionate about it. So thank you very much. I'll keep it super brief today. That's unexpected. And I hope everybody gets a chance. Spend time with your family this weekend. If you're religious, Catholic, Christian, spend time reflecting. Go to church with your family if that's what you prefer. Spend time at home, whatever, and just enjoy a wonderful long weekend. For those of you who don't celebrate, absolutely enjoy your family. I always love it. Family and friends come first. This is where it needs to be. So, and again, last time, for those of you who are working the long weekend, evenings, nights, thank you. You are appreciated. And I hope everybody has a wonderful long weekend. Take care.